Welcome everybody back for some more Timberborn on the channel. My plan for today was to start on the bad water, but I did just remember that we cannot do that quite yet. Purely based on the fact that we need to start looking at the metal and that kind of thing. We do need to now save up some more science because I kind of jumped ahead and made it so that we don't have anything. We do have some scrap metal coming in and a bunch of stuff going on. We should be producing quite a lot of baby beavers. There's 2 in this district and there is 5 in this one. There is a lot of wood that does indeed need chopping down as well, though I take it that the log piles are for the most part full. Yes, right. So, the plan for today. Well, the plan today is to start unlocking the smelter and getting some of this metal stuff getting going. So, but first things first, we do need to up the production of a couple of things to start off with. First things first, let's get ourselves another one of these in. Let's quickly pause. Let's quickly pause the game and get in the straight through one and get that one built first. Ooh. Now get this one built, and that should get built relatively quickly, like so. Boom. We'll pause that for now, and then we'll get ourselves a gear workshop over here as well. I'm going to put the metal factories on this side, so we're going to need about all that room there, but we do need obviously 300 science for those, so we can't quite do them just yet. Quickly add in like one of those there and one of them here, so we get one on this side and one on that side. They should be able to build these relatively quickly. Obviously they will be paused. We've got a drought approaching. A little bit worried about the bad tide coming, because that will kill every single last thing that we have on this map. So we now got that one in. Let's get that guy in there working away. Obviously the gear workshop is out of action for now. We don't need the berries too much. I think we could probably pause that for... Actually, let's drop a beaver in here. Yep. That will again get 2 people in there. So that's making a bunch of planks. We do have plank storage on this side of the wall, but not so much on this side. We are getting up there in the science department, but I feel like we should probably drop the number of builders down just to get that up, because I'm not building anything on this side just yet. And that will boost up, should get up to about 300 just in this cycle. A little bit worried about the water situation. The gear situation as well is not great. So I would like you guys to distribute the gears. I'm not sure why you wouldn't. I take it it's just purely because there's no storage assigned, which makes no sense. Oh no, it is doing it now. I was going to say always do it, but... Oh, we are making gears on this side though now, so... Might be good to get a storage. Here, and make it gears. So we are now at 300 science, so let's go ahead and unlock the metal. We'll put in 2 of those like that. They will take a little while to build, but once they are constructed, we are going to be absolutely demolished in the power department, first of all, but you know, it's worth it, I suppose. Bunch of logs on this side, and I really want them to always give logs to the other side as well, which is, I'm not sure I like this system. So this is like threshold of like 1,000, 100 I mean, but then they will export anyway, so don't export. Export threshold 100. Does that mean it will give? Does that mean it will give all the logs? Or does that mean it won't give any until they're at 100%? Are you going to need to pause these? Yes, hopefully we are good to go. Just quickly put that, set that to water. So in the next drought we are good for the water. Let's quickly pause you as well, because you will drain that if you do not stop pumping it. I am again slightly worried because we do need to start getting, you know what, that's a good idea for today. Let's plan out the mega dam. Well, I say mega dam, it's not particularly mega. It's just going to be a dam. So it's going to be small for now, but it will get bigger once we unlock the floodgates and stuff. But it's just going to be as simple as doing this. And the reason why I want to do that so that gets to there. Like that, and then we can dam this center bit here. Obviously we'll get that a little bit more flush and stuff in the future, but now we need to build the like a scaffolding section of this, which is as simple as doing that. Could have done that a little bit better, but that will work, and we'll get this to be on like the highest of priorities. So we will get more beavers in here, obviously, because it's the dry season and there should be plenty of them kicking about. Again, same on this side of the world. We should be able to get this built relatively quickly as well. Like, we should have plenty of stock of wood and stuff, especially if we are taking from the left-hand side of the screen as well. So this district over here. And obviously we will need to, yeah, they are cool, giving logs and stuff. So this will get built up relatively quickly. I might just let it run and see what happens. I'm a little bit worried about doing that, but we'll see what happens. So just come out of that drought, not in the best condition ever. We are potentially going to lose some beavers. The dam itself is coming along nicely. The negative of this is that we probably need to pause like this side. So I'm going to quickly do that. Like that. So that side will not get built, but this side will. And the only reason I'm doing that is just so that we don't end up losing resources and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, these guys are very, very, very low on water, to the point that I actually think that we might struggle. And we also have a bunch of beavers that are not doing anything in this side of the world. Put them in there for now. But yeah, more water pumps is probably required on this side. I might need to put more people in here. Because obviously these guys are pumping at like as fast as they can. And there is water being taken and put in there. Yeah, we shall make sure that there's always scent. But the problem is then these guys are also struggling for water. We don't need science at the minute, so let's pause these and get that open. I think we had some deaths. I think we had some deaths then. We got some stranded beavers though. Honestly, these guys are real silly. Doesn't all build this side up. So I thought they were going to build it like this side and then that side, but they didn't do what I thought they were going to do. And the only reason why I'm doing that is just so that we're prepared for the bad side, so the water doesn't come down and take everybody out. But now the big thing is I don't know if we're going to have enough water itself, because these guys are then giving water over to them. Because I'm not too sure we're going to have enough. I don't think we're going to have enough at all. Got an unemployed beaver somewhere, but put another water pump in. Might also put in because that should get built pretty quick. We got 4, yes, nice. These guys do have plenty of planks and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they don't have any wood. I have wood, nice. They have no food though. Why do they have no food? I'm so confused with why they don't have any food. I understand why they don't have any water, but I don't understand why they didn't have any food. There's no spare beavers over there, but they're There isn't on that side either, but then there is one unemployed beaver on somewhere. So it's bad connection. Unable to get required materials. You guys need to prioritize harvesting the soybeans. I also don't know where that unemployed beaver is. Oh, he's a stranded dude. No, he's just one employed. How did you even get there? You deserve to stay there now. Anyway, water should be okay now. We can now get into there as well. Which means we can actually probably pause this one. Make sure these get built. There we go. Yes, the dam is coming along nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the game run. We've got our first smelter as well, which I'm probably going to pause. Yeah, I'm going to pause that. Yeah, pause that, let the game run, and I'll be back once the dam is constructed. There we have it. After a short while later, the dam is pretty much constructed. We've just got a small little piece to go in here, and a little bit later I've unlocked the triple floodgate, so we can now start storing some water, but we do need to start actually going back on ourselves and actually doing this. And I might as well do it to all of them. And making sure that they come and collect all these resources and stuff as well. Make sure that all the water pumps are obviously open and available. We've got some metal being smelted as well. I've also started to put in this area here for the first of many engines. So the engines, they've done it so that this actually comes out of all the sides. Lovely. That's a good update. Now that all that is done, we can now pause and get them to go ahead and add the triple floodgates in. I'm not sure where all that loot and stuff will go. It's all going to sit right there, isn't it? Right where we can't do anything with it or get it, I don't think. Oh no, they can. Nice. I will also get them to prioritize building these. They need planks and stuff, which is all good. They're all synced with this end one, which I will actually up. That, get those in, and that should, in theory, protect us from the bad tide. But I am actually, I'm not really worried about that because it's all at the same level. I'd be worried because it will start flooding this way, but I think we should be good for now. I am tempted to bring it up, get rid of these berry bushes and bring it up another level so it starts flowing back on itself, but then we'd have to put single floodgates here. I'm not sure we're ready for that just yet. Anyway, we got 3 unemployed beavers on this side of the world. We do need to go ahead and get more resources and stuff going. Science is good. I'm trying to think what we could do. Probably getting this built is a good idea. maybe even getting another gear factory. But then this side of the world is then struggling for people. So let's drop this down to 4. That gives us 2 unemployed beavers on this side. Then we can transfer those to District 2 to District 1. Like so. This also has 1. And then these guys now have 1. So they're now good. We can now put someone in there. So keep them happy. We have got an injured beaver, so we're getting into those injured beaver phases of the game. So we will start needing to unlock the medical camps, unfortunately. Like so. But the dam up here is looking good. But planks are really good. No real concern for that. And this should get built up relatively quickly as well. It's just that we have like 4 beavers and stuff going around, so... But that's okay, we'll get another scientist on the go on this side, because science is good to have, I suppose. Water storage is also really good. I think it might be worth going ahead and adding a little bit more. So we'll add like maybe 1 here, and we shall add another one on this side as well. And we'll just place it in there. Obviously tell it to store water. But as soon as this gets built, we are sorted for water storage for a little while. I'm still kind of worried about all this coming through, but now we're getting metal in. We've now actually got like 10 metal. We can actually start by placing in our first bad water pump. So I'm going to put in 2 for now, and go ahead and connect those like so, and then connect them to that main path. They should transfer the metal blocks through here. I might just need to make sure they can do that. Yep. Let's say when required, if needed, yes. Do that, always important. So we can always import, and they can always have some in there. They should get the metal blocks for those as well, but they will eat our metal blocks basically. But yes, it's nice. So they got 10 metal blocks for these. I'm just going to turn that back off so it's when needed. But yeah, that should make sure that these now get sorted. Actually, I'm not sure how this works, because it says there's 3 metal blocks in there, but then they haven't taken any over here. But then they're not in here. So maybe I need to do it on this side. But that's always. This is always. So maybe they do it anyway. I'm not really sure. But the dam's coming along nicely, so that's good. Just 1 more floodgate to complete. And I'm not too sure what they're struggling with, but again, we're getting into that injured beaver department, and we're gonna need to start building barracks at some point. So we got a lot of beavers. It's like 30 something beavers, so we're gonna do the housing actually. This hold is 10, so if I do 4 of them like that, obviously they're gonna build this stuff first. And how are you looking at gears? Great, but it's okay. These guys are actually hungry. But once the engine's built, it means that during the dry seasons, we won't run out of power. And in theory, we should be okay for that. Good. But Yes, the dam is now constructed. We can now put this up to not that far. So yeah, if we want to store free, we will have to go higher, and it will flood a little bit while it sorts itself out, and it will flow down this side and actually get stuck. Yeah, but it's good to go that way, I feel like. So yeah, this is now completely full of water, which means that when it goes to dry season, there'll be plenty of water to go around. This should, in theory, go away at some point as well. Yeah, there's a couple of buildings that lack workers, but I haven't done it yet. I told it to always import though, so this is what I don't get. Because you got the import and export, so I suppose they're both working kind of against each other, I suppose. We got 6 even. Ah, that is what I was saying. So this is what I was worried about, and I think I've kind of helped myself, but I also feel like I'm still kind of screwed. But let's get these beavers some homes and get those built. Not sure why this needs gears, but we need more breeding pots. I think that's what we need. Because we're at that point where we're maxing out our capacity for beavers. And breeding is halted because of water. Even though there should be plenty. And you guys don't have any gears on this side. Of that, but the first one of these is in, so prioritize SP haulers. Shouldn't need anybody in there. That's going to eat through our logs, to be fair, so probably best to leave that off once while we're doing that. These are don't need science in a minute, so let's take those away. Probably don't need like all these beavers over here as well. Gonna get somebody in here. Yeah, and there's too many beavers in there, really, realistically. There's 4 unemployed beavers on this side as well. So look at that. I'm not too sure where all our metal went. Went into this. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I think this is where I'm going to leave it here. We got the dam constructed. The bad tide is in 0.9 days. I have no idea if this is going to save us or not. Hopefully it does. Fingers crossed it does. I might just leave you guys with a little bit of a sneak peek of what happens with the bad tide. But you'll have to see what happens. When that happens. Come on. I'm just like waiting for the bad tide to come now. Hopefully the dam saves us. Hopefully. Come on. Bad tide. 0.2, and I'm not sure what happens. This is the thing. It's now the bad tide, because I'm pretty sure it just turns all our water to... Yeah, that's exactly what it does. No, don't go. Okay, I was not prepared for this. Not prepared in the slightest. This is going to be a big problem between now and then, because I can't just shut the water off and let it go somewhere else, because I've ruined this whole thing. But luckily they won't drink any of it, but hopefully we got enough food supplies to last us through it. But these guys are pumping it. You're pumping it too. This is bad. This is bad, but you'll have to see what happens in the next episode.